This is where we sat, that night. The 7 of us. I've never talked about it. I didn't want to share my memories. I wanted to keep that feeling, this place, within me forever. Now look at it.
Hello everybody and welcome to another video. Today is today. I'm literally uploading this video. I was recording the Visual podcast earlier. We are uploading this video literally today. Like, this is the first time in a long time I've put up a Let's Play video that is also being recorded on the same day. It's kind of scary actually that I have no like backlog prepared at the moment. But hey guys, today we are finally going to be going to the Zanarkand ruins. Obviously that was the end of the last episode. Just wanted to talk to you guys about some stuff before we head down there, namely to do with Shinra. So Shinra says he knows everything. Let's have a quick look at his dossiers here and chat with some people. Now, the reason I'm doing this now is because if you go to Zanarkand first, then it will be the equivalent but for Besaid. But basically, now that we're at this point, if you go to the next hotspot, you will be done with this chapter of the game and unable to complete all the stuff I have shown you thus far on the LP. This is your last chance to do optional things. Here we can see that there's a bunch of people on the dossiers, though. We already looked at a fair few. However, there are a couple left for us to get here. Starting with Waka, I believe.
I'm going to be a father soon. Got to have a little more presence, you know?
Okay, so this is Waka, big character from the previous game, unfortunately unplayable in this game. A blitzball player who once served as Yuna's guardian. With the fierce battle against Sin behind him, Waka is now bracing himself for the fiercer battle of fatherhood. I hate that line. Seriously, like, it's okay if this game is lighthearted and whatever, but don't diminish what the previous game was. Sin was a fierce battle. Come on, I know it's just a joke, but whatever. Lulu?
You're the High Summoner that defeated Sin. There are those who would use that, Yuna.
So this is a black mage who supported Yuna as a guardian, and more importantly, as a sister of sorts. She lives on Besaid Island with her husband, Waka. Then we've got the Aurochs, I think we already looked at. I'm pretty sure we did. Let's go to Lucile now.
As you can see, I have joined the Youth League to aid in the fight for a new Spira. I consider it my duty.
It says here that she was a former Crusader and Chocobo Knight. Yeah, whatever happened to the Chocobo Knights. She holds the Youth League together admirably as Nuge's right-hand woman, but the group's explosive nature complicates her efforts. So something really cool, actually, that I like that this game does is it introduces us to 3 big factions. The Machine Faction, the Youth League, and New Yevon. Each of these factions has a powerful man at its head, and we sort of get an introduction to these people throughout this chapter, right? We meet 2 of them. We met Praetor Baralai, and we met Gipple of the Machine Faction, but we don't actually meet Nuge. Now, it's funny because we seem to know more about Nuge than the other guys just from what other people say, but there isn't like a total symmetry there. Like, as far as like Guild Wars 2 is concerned, I've complained a lot about how the story is way too symmetrical and obvious. I think this is a perfect example of, you know, X-2 and Final Fantasy being strong. You know, it's not realistic you'd meet every single person, so there's that slight offset there. You know, we didn't actually meet Nuge face to face. Here's Elma.
Oh, wow. Lady Yuna.
So this was a former Crusader and Chocobo Knight as well. She was quick to follow Lucile in joining the Youth League. Very uninspired. Clasko and Yivil are there, and of course a couple of other people too, but we'll get to those, I guess, in Chapter 2. Let's head on down to the Zanarkand ruins. There is one final thing as well. The international content of the game involves the creature creator here, which I haven't shown you guys yet. If you want 100%, you don't actually have to do the creature creator. There's no need to do this at all, but there is a lot of really awesome stuff, including a further hidden ending to the game. Believe me, it's amazing. Which, if you want, the best way to do it is start doing the creature creator now in Chapter 1. I'll be showing you guys that shortly, but this is your last opportunity to do it. Alright, all that said, let's head down to Zanarkand. Got some other cool stuff to show you guys.
A tourist attraction.
Whose idea was that?
Well, the girls do not seem happy about this. So, here we go. The Zanarkand mission. Mission time. And the message that comes up says, claim the treasure sphere. We are here for a reason. Treasure sphere waves have been traced to the Zanarkand ruins, once holy ground. Don't be the last sphere hunters to claim the prize. The objective is to acquire the treasure sphere, and here we will begin to see we are not the us and the LeBlanc Syndicate are not the only sphere hunters in the world. In fact, there's a whole bunch of people interested in them, and particularly here at Zanarkand. So, welcome to Zanarkand, says that guy. See that hill over there with that simply stellar view? What better place to start your fabulous adventure? That was a chick. So, the game is actually forcing us to go on this, like, designated tour guide, and the stance of the game and of Yuna, understandably, is they're a bit off-put that this has become a tourist attraction. I think they do something really smart here. So she says, please follow the fabulous route that we've laid out for all our guests. It's kind of smart, because we as players, we're used to just running wherever we want, go wherever we want in Zanarkand, and now these stupid people are here forcing us in a certain direction. How lame is that? They do that really deliberately, and I think it's pretty cool, actually. There's these guys at this campfire. She's just going to repeat the dialogue, though, so we really can't do anything except head on up. Yes, what better place? Fine, we'll start our adventure. Not like we've been here before. Not like this was the most special place of our lives. Dear me, it's too dark for these old eyes to see. Why haven't they installed floodlights? What are you talking about? This isn't good for the area. Let Spira's finest hunters come. The hunchbacks Helians will claim the sphere in the end. Oh yeah, so this is another group of spear hunters, 3 people once again. Once more the hunt begins, we must sniff out our new environment. Great. Ah, and I sort of recognize you.
Yuna?
Question mark, question mark, question mark, says Yuna.
You've changed so much I hardly recognize you. Remember me?
So you guys might remember at Mushroom Rock, we met this guy's brother, and whenever Yuna tried to ask him, hey, how's Isaru? He would be like, he would just pass the topic and move on. Kind of lame. We're going to say, could you remind me, who are you again?
Don't worry. It's been 2 years after all.
Oh, I remember you, dude. You tried to attack us.
I'm Isaru, a summoner forever second to you.
Oh. Why are you here?
Ah, yes. I've been helping Sid with his work.
Don't look at me.
Oh, Sid!
I guide people through Zanarkand, once the most sacred of places. People come from all over Spira, sphere hunters too.
Oh.
Ah, what the heck is Pop thinking?
I can see this is upsetting you. But this is a place of great historical importance for all of Spira.
I know, but still. I never wanted anyone else to stand there.
Yuna?
Nothing. Forget it.
If you say so.
See,
Ah, I must be getting to work now. Please, take care, Yuna.
See, now maybe you guys will be receptive to me here, but for one of the rare occasions, I'm totally against Yuna here. The game is very much like, I can understand why she wouldn't want people here. I can, right? It is a special place. But I'm Isaru here. Like, I'm sorry, you know, you've had your moment. That's special. No one can take that away from you. But the general public, people deserve to see something like this. This is history. This is evidence laid bare of the destruction that will come upon the world if you go to war again. Like, this is a serious place that people should be free to come and look at, right? And so I sort of don't agree with Yuna being put off by it. I can understand it. I don't agree with it. And I think, you know, maybe she should separate her emotions from herself a little bit more. Anyway, this guy says, are you really the real deal? Oh, yeah, I am. Are you really, really the real deal? Yes. I'm, like, touched. You're taller than I pictured. So they will recognize us as the High Summoner. A city leveled 1,000 years ago. The final destination of Spira's summoners. Zanarkand. Isn't it fabulous? It is beautiful. There's a real romance to this place. This chick just says, hi there. Wow, you're talkative, aren't you? And these people are, you know, largely tourists, but also sphere hunters too. This person says, if these musty old ruins were all they had to show here, the tourists would be bored out of their mind. What do you mean? That maybe I don't agree with so much. Oh my god, I just noticed on the ground here, there's like a dark patch that looks a bit like a stegosaurus. Wow. So that's what this person says. This person over here says, we're the Vulture Wings. We travel throughout Spira, appropriating other people's spheres. And this guy says, oh man, what would somebody find a sphere already? Well, I could just crawl in today. What do you mean? This person says, I'll sell precious spheres at discount prices and live like a king, a rich king even. That is a good idea. Welcome aboard. I want to get you on the airship. This old man, so these are the hunchback Hylians again, by the way, they just moved. Alright, Hylians, this sphere will be ours. And this person says, we're not going to get cursed or nothing on trodden on holy soil, are we? These people, you got to remember in the previous game, Zanarkand was almost a myth to many people, right? They didn't even really know what was there. Think about Auron's relationship with Keenock. You know, he disappeared for 10 years, and then when he returns, the first thing he asks is, what did you see at Zanarkand? You notice we skipped some screens there. The long walk, there's no more like long random counters or unnecessary stuff there. But you will see, and what I can do here to aid with this is go to config, and turn off the guide map, you will see up in the top left-hand corner, it's the Fahrenheit. Check it out. So the airship from the previous game is here. There was like a 50-50 chance it would appear here in 10 as well. Really cool. It's funny though, because here we're actually seeing a 3D rendered model imposed on the front of, like, obviously just a pre-rendered background here, just like we are as characters, but because the airship's so big, it looks kind of weird and out of place. But yeah, that's the airship. And so, of course, we did hear Sid was here. Riku's. Oh, there's some goons. Oh, we're in control again, my bad.
Taro, Hana, you ready? What was the clue again? Come on, it's Key. All right, let's head out. Yes, sir.
So 3 kids, they're also sphere hunters. What's going on? Something about a password of Key. Fiends prowl our fabulous dome, so don't forget to stock up on supplies. And I love the positive response to open up her wares. What a fabulous idea. Okay, we can check out some stuff to buy here. Doubt anything particularly interesting. This thing here, the defense veil, plus 20 magic defense, is stronger than anything we've seen so far, but you can actually steal it from a boss in a second, so I don't recommend it. The mithril gloves are the defense version of it, so you may as well not buy them, get them later. We also have very low gold, and this, and this is because we are now on our other save file, the normal save file, the one where we're going to see the world descend into chaos. So there are fiends inside the dome. I am so not into that. That also means we get to check out some other classes here too. Anyway, let's go on. I'm not scared of it, fiends. If you do come here straight away in Chapter 1, you can struggle a little bit, but we've got some levels, so it's okay. We went to Besaid first, for example, and so forth.
Which way? That way. Yes.
So these 3 sphere hunters, you'll notice that one of them's name is question mark, question mark, question mark. That's actually a character that you may remember from the previous game, and again, who has been referenced quite recently. So we are in range of random encounters here. None of the little side passages that had chests before have chests right now, and I think largely this is because of the tourists in Zanarkand. But let's see what we've got here. So we, as you guys will notice, are now on 3 different classes. The girls look like they're wearing pajamas. And these are festivalists. So on this save file, I thought I'd show off some of the new international content. This is the dress sphere we got when Brothers stood up at the start of the game and started going, party, party, party. Yeah, like kind of ridiculous. There's quite a lot of trivia about these. The 2 dress spheres, the 2 new classes that were added with international, were both actually designed by fans. Both the abilities, the designs, the weapons, everything. So this is the first one. There's a lot of RNG to this dress sphere. But what's kind of interesting is that even though all of the girls right now are on the exact same class, this is a dress sphere where they get different abilities anyway. So Riku, as a Yuna as a festivalist, gets this ability here called Fire Sandals that unlocks at the beginning, which is sandals that inflict fire damage, which, as you can see when we select it, it will target both enemies. Now, there's no way for me to make that not AoE, so we'll throw it. Pain, however, when she goes into festivities, gets Blind Mask, which is inflict damage and darkness on an enemy. Here you'll see Yuna just wrecked them both. Damn it. And that's because Yuna's Fire Sandals ability, maybe I should have described that earlier, has a lot of RNG to it. It will either like cast a Fire 1 spell, or it's got a really random chance to cast a really, really powerful version of black magic, like Fire Aga, which is just what we saw there, Fire Aga 2. Crazy strong ability. We just got very, very lucky with her proc there. And actually, if you were to do like a tier list, so we'll come over here, I'll show you, there's no chest. If we were to do like a tier list of what the best classes are in Chapter 1, Festivalist is actually, on Yuna at the very least, is better than Black Mage, because it's just so overpowered early in the game. While the Black Mage can only cast fire, Yuna can get lucky and cast Fire Aga. Here, Riku has something similar. It's a fire thing called Fire Fish, and it will, however, only target one enemy. So we'll throw that over there. By the way, these snakes we're fighting are some of the strongest fiends you can get in the game. And Pains is Blind Mask, which will just do damage and inflict a status. So here, we'll use another Fire Sandals. It will hit everyone and see what comes this time. You notice the animation is different each time. So there, Riku just got a very powerful fire one. You see she's just got a big combo. 3 fish came out. These guys also, unlike mages, have the opportunity to attack too, which is what I guess I'll do. And particularly on Pain, since blinding a single person isn't amazing. Not as powerful as, say, Songstress, for example. And this is generally the way that these classes work for now, when we don't have many abilities unlocked. I'll show you guys some of the abilities just after this battle. And here, see, this time Yuna casts Sphera, and obviously it's they can be AoE or they can't be AoE. It's just completely up to Potluck. And here you go. One kind of cool thing about those classes too is the fact that the English voice actors all have dialogue for them, so it proves that they brought them back when they did X2. Anyway, so check it out. Let's go to abilities for Festivalist. Now, just to let you guys know what classes we have here. We have all of the classes except for Gun Mage, because we haven't gone to the Moonflow, right, on this save file, because we're going to show off that branch of the story. But over here, you'll see Pain has got 3 extra ones at the bottom. These are because of that full throttle dress sphere we got from Trommel in Macalania Forest, and I haven't really shown off to you guys just yet, but we will later, don't worry. So anyway, Festivalist, Pain can learn Attack, Twinkler, Cure an ally of all status and restore health, pretty nice. Spinner, inflict damage and confuse on an enemy, very strong. In International, this is one of the best ways to get confused in the game. Blind Mask, Sleep, Silence, Poison. She also gets the passive of Slow Proof and SOS Regen, so she casts Regeneration when she gets low health. Kind of a mixed bag of stuff, right? We can't see everything, obviously, just yet, because she hasn't learned too many things. Let's go have a look at Yuna by comparison. She gets Silence Proof and Pointless Proof. Pointless is a new status in the game I'll talk to you guys about later. She gets Lightning Sandals, Ice, and Water, so different elements of the sandals. And of course, Riku is going to be rather similar. She's got the different elements she could learn, or she's got Slow Proof and Pointless Proof. So no Silence Proof, just Slow Proof here. So that's kind of the idea of the Festivalists. I will heal here, and we will continue along through the Zanarkand roads. It's currently about, I don't know, 7:30 at night for me, and I'm kind of excited by the idea that if I push this video out quick enough, people on the East Coast, West Coast of the States will be watching it at about 7:30 at night. And that would be crazy. It would be really weird. It would be like you're watching it live, except you're not really. I do like uploading on the same day. It's kind of risky, you know. Anything could go wrong. And then you don't have anything, you know. There we go. And Yuna got the fire here. It helps that in Zanarkand, there are enemies that are weak to fire en masse, you know. It's not particularly cold area, but if you guessed that it's near the gags there, I suppose it sort of makes sense. Hey, kids.
Lady Yuna! Do you remember me? It's me, Posse. Well, anyways.
Wow, he goes quick.
This is Hana, and this is Taro.
Nice to meet you, Lady Yuna.
What are you doing here? There are fiends around.
He was a guardian.
Fiends? Ha! Uh-huh, that's right. We're sphere hunters. The Kinderguardians!
Oh, God.
The Kinderguardians! You here on some kind of treasure hunt?
So Key must be a clue to finding the treasure.
Uh-huh, that's right. Shh, we paid 15 whole gil for that.
15?
Come on, let's go.
Oh, do you guys have memories of being a kid and like literally having like 20 pence?
Kinderguardians, move out!
Or like 20 cents to spend on sweets at the shop?
See you, Lady Yuna.
That goon in the background, look at it.
15 gil for a clue?
Goons are spying on us. I think the LeBlanc Syndicate are around, guys. I really think they are. So we're going to move around and confront the dude.
Come in, come in. Do you read me? Oh, hey, I wanted to double check that clue. It's Mon, right? Nah, it's just that I heard some kids saying it was Key. Yeah, I figured it was Mon. Over and out.
I recognize that guy's voice. I don't know where from. I do.
The clues are Key and Mon.
What? The Gullwings?
Keymon?
Oh!
Monkey!
We won't let you off so easily this time.
Oh my god. Riku's face there is hilarious. With the eyes just getting wider. So there we go. We got 3 snakes again. Just more fire sandals, I suppose. We'll blow them up. It's funny, actually. So today, because I've gone back to my old save file and we're back on like the main story, the notes I'm reading are notes that I set up a while ago, 3-4 weeks ago now. So it's all old thoughts I had about the game when I was first playing X2, and some of it just looks so weird in retrospect now. Like, one of the things I left as a note to mention to you guys, okay, is the fact, okay, it says, if I were a girl, I would love to wear what she's wearing, that thing around her leg. And so what this is this is in reference to Yuna's, like, I still believe it. I think it's pretty cool. Whatever her new outfit is, she's got like that thing, that like the asymmetry that goes down her leg. I don't even know what you'd call it. It's cool though. This game does make me ever so slightly, like, I don't know, a little bit jealous. I don't have as many fashion options, I guess. But, I mean, you look at stuff ridiculous like Payne's Festivalist outfit, and maybe it's not so bad. Alright, anyway, they're dead. Pretty easy, or defeated and have ran off. So what's the deal here? I keep curing on Yuna. I feel like that's bad. So one thing I haven't really shown you guys is the whole way through this series, we've had Yuna at the top, Riku in the middle, and Payne at the bottom. But you can swap this around with the party member UI and do whatever the hell you want. So now Riku's at the top. And remember, I haven't talked about this for a while, but you can have 5 more party members than this. It's just that the top 3 are going to be the ones that appear in the battle. Very similar to what we had in 10. There's actually hacks for the old PlayStation version of the game. There's no chest again, where you could get Aeons on your team as well. Pretty funny, as like party members. But yeah, this guy says, this place really is fabulous. Such majestic beauty. Oh, no, you aren't sphere hunters, are you? Yeah, we're the Gullwings, or no, just tourists. If you tell him that you're just tourists, he tells you that you dress badly. It doesn't affect % completion, but we'll say yeah with the Gullwings. Must you be so sickeningly honest? God damn it. The main reason I picked that is because I was curious what he said, because in my test file I did the other one. And yeah, we'll just spam through these guys once again. Oh no, now Yuna's out of MP. Oh, so she's just going to have to start attacking. Actually, do you know what? I'm going to swap Payne back over to... Oh, I didn't even put Warrior on this stress sphere. Damn it. On this garment grid, sorry. Yeah, I need to put Warrior on this garment grid because I think it is very, very useful, especially in a situation here where we don't actually have that many skills unlocked. And Payne is mostly statuses, but ultimately, if I wanted statuses, I would go for Songstress, right? So we'll keep attacking. You notice they'll have weird animations for their attacks. Some of the classes in this game can get kind of obscure. You've got your core set, and obviously because this is an international one, new class, it does change things up a little bit, right? It does make things seem kind of weird.
Stronger than you thought, huh?
But there you go. That's one of the new dress sphere, the new ending animation, and the new zoom in thing all at once. Beautiful. All right, white magic, cure, and then yeah, we're gonna just quickly swap our garment grid. So we've got a lot less garment grids here this time. We've got just a few of them, and that's because we haven't done all the side stuff. We're letting the world go to chaos. But I guess what we'll do is we'll equip the Vanguard. Oh yeah, we'll go Vanguard, and we'll just reshuffle. We'll take White Mage off of it, and instead put Warrior on. There, like that. That's good. And now Payne can go back to being a warrior. Ah, so here's one of the first chests that we can open, and one of the only ones in all of Zanarkand. So we get a Phoenix down here, and another little Bunk Syndicate goon. I never dream of picking on little kids. Well, you've ended up. That's actually kind of funny. She's a yellow goon. You don't see many yellow goons in the entire game. I can't remember any aside from her. But, oh, how I've dreamed of picking on you. What a bully. I saved the world. You're only probably alive because of me. Jeez. So there we go. We got some more of these quick she-goons. These are called Muzgoons now. And these ladies will, of course, cast magic and are far squishier, so you might just want to focus on the Muzgoons. Here goes Payne back over to Warrior. We'll get to see her animation here. A lot of you guys have been saying you've been wanting to see these. I promise you, I still haven't cut any out. Basically, the way that these work is they're composed of an outro sequence for a dress sphere and then an intro. And the bit in the middle is them like falling through the ether or whatever, and yeah, the fading of the clothes. But there we go. So now Payne can start casting stuff like Power Break, Armor Break as well is super useful. I'm going to start teaching her that. And that'll be a lot more utility for us in the future. Oh, she just potioned herself. That's kind of cool. And down they go. Not going to stop to heal this time. You notice we get a lot of potions as wins for these battles. Another thing I haven't really been doing that much just yet in the LP is throwing items. Like we've been getting grenades from these guys too. And that again is a very useful method of doing damage. It's just there's a class later that is better for it. So here, look, all these chests are already open. What is this? It's funny, like, they want you to hate this idea of the tourists here, and this is two things now that they've actually done, like, to take advantage of the fact you are a gamer playing a game. You know, they force you to not go somewhere that you could have before for a totally arbitrary reason, and now they're showing you all these chests that are opened. You know, this is to get your back up. So this lady is dancing very slightly, and she says, treasure surprise! 100 gil per chest! They're so fabulous, we're all sold out. So the mystery box, it's getting all commercial. Goddamn capitalism. So this person over here looking at this pillar says, I was expecting the ruins to be a little more impressive. Oh, okay, that would annoy me too, the idea that someone is here and they're not even that impressed. What are you talking about? This is a 1,000-year-old ruin. Look at the architecture. This is totally alien, nothing you've ever seen. This guy's recording. He says, treasure surprise, my shoe puff. These chests had nothing but potions. Well, they are in it for a profit. No way, Lady Una. No, it can't be. And this person over here says, I can really feel the whole 1,000 years of Yevon's history in this place. Yeah, I like you. I like you a lot. We can't matchmake to anyone because we're on the other save file. My head is spinning. I think it's all these fireflies. Actually, I should activate the matchmaking and stuff on this file, shouldn't I? So we can keep doing it. I'll be sure to do that off camera. This lady says, let's hurry up and find that sphere so we can move on to our next target. They call these fiends? I've coughed up scarier things. Well, we are only in chapter 1. Jeez, we're sphere hunters, the grannies, and we're having a meeting, so get. I love that line. Yeah, that is what other people say, so get it. So this person over here, they're both with binoculars. We're scouting for good candidates to recruit into the youth league. Oh, cool. Hey, am I a good candidate? Looks like they're with New Yevon, he says. Well, maybe that's not the worst thing in the world. More chests that we cannot open. And let's head down into where the Cloister of Trials once was. Or in theory still is, I guess. And here we go. More chests? God damn it. This lady says, treasure galore! 150 gil per chest. They're so fabulous. We're all sold out. And no, if you come here earlier in the chapter, it doesn't actually make them open.
The clue is monkey, right? Just a coincidence?
Yeah, I don't think so. There's a lot of little monkeys here. This one's in love. So if we go over to it. Oh, it looks like it's in love. I like to imagine that's Riku saying that. So this is hinting at something we can do here later. Max is in love. And then that little guy, Terran, wears a forlorn expression and ran off. Interesting. So what is all of this about? Well, we shall see. I think we're hearing a gil sound. Is he taking our money? So 2,350 gil. And we hear money again. Yeah, he's taking gil from us each time we do it. So you don't want to go to the monkeys too much. They're stealing people's money. And that's something to do with a story they'll set up later. This kid says, Lady Una, look, 4 whole potions. 4. Wow, the excitement. Passe says, we found all kinds of treasure. You paid for this. It's not really the same. Hana says, the kindergarten's got all the chests. You guys are awesome. All right, there's one final lady probably selling stuff. No, she says, this lift will take you to the fabulous Chamber of the Faith. What's your step? Okay. So we'll head onto the platform. So much magic. Like, that would be fascinating. But I guess, you know, all Spearans are familiar with magic at some level, right? So maybe it's not that fascinating to them. Alright, so here you're going to have a little bit of a branch in the story depending on what you pick. This lady says, ahead is the place where the faith for the final summoning was said to dwell. I'm sure you'll agree it's fab... Oh, Lady Una? I hope you're enjoying retracing the steps of your pilgrimage. I feel like we should be getting VIP treatment here. So we'll move on in, and of course this is huge where we're currently stood. And now what is it? Ah! Sid's here with an Albed dude. The Albed dude says only 4 per day. I wonder why. Okay, 4 what? Well, so if you guys don't remember, this is Sid. This is Riku's father, brother's father, and a man of great import, the Albed.
Welcome! Well, I'll be if it isn't Una!
Hey, Sid.
Come to buy a clue from Uncle Sid, have you?
Fridinawi Dragak!
Oh, she seems angry.
Turning this place into a gift shop? Hello?
What, you got a bone to pick?
So this is the branch. And this is kind of an interesting decision. I mean, I'm kind of beginning to see what Yuna's saying, but you can say not really or you bet I do. Now, what the game really wants you to do is to say you bet I do, and I believe for percent completion you do want to actually say you bet I do. But either way, it's not a massive branch here. I'm going to say not really, though, because in all honesty, I think this place should be seen by many. Maybe just not so commercial as it currently is, but yeah, so I'm going to say not really.
Well then, I don't see the problem.
Now, you mentioned clues. You're selling them?
Darn tootin', but I'm all out right now.
You're out?
Well, I only sell 4 of them a day.
Alright, and he's going to walk off now. Because we've said that, and because you can, in theory, just do a playthrough where you go hotspot, 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 hotspot. In theory, if you do it correctly now, you never have to see Sid again in the entire game. However, if you take a slightly different stance, Sid can be in it quite a lot. For now, though, let's move on through. We do know that this is a hidden doorway here. Valley's up to no good, it says. Oh, so we can't actually... It's kind of interesting. This guy says, keep an eye on your gill. The monkeys have sticky fingers. The ones that are in love are friendly enough, though. And now they're moving around. Okay, there we go. Can we go through now? Yeah, okay, good, good. I got really scared for a second there. I was like, why can't I go through this door? All right, good, good, good. Thought it was because I took the wrong branch. All right, so now we're in here. Ah, look. Finally, a place that the tourists haven't been. Obviously, we know about this place. It's kind of weird. It was one of those random things in the previous game where it was just a wall that you could walk through, right? And we were shown by... some old man that we could walk through there, but ultimately, how would you know? And then in this game, I guess they're kind of setting up the idea that the tourists don't even know this place exists. So if they've set up some game where you can buy clues to get the treasure, and we know there's a treasure sphere here, and you were spending a lot of time in Zanarkand, maybe this is where you'd put the treasure. Certainly no tourists seem to have been here yet. The chests are unopened.
2 years ago, we cast off our beliefs here. Our false hope.
Yeah, this was a very significant place, so. We can't go back until we find that sphere, says Payne. And Riku says, being back here brings back a lot of memories.
Who's there?
Uh-oh.
You have done well to make it this far, Sphere Hunters. But you will not have the treasure you seek so easily.
Doesn't these sound a little bit familiar?
So we fight.
If you want the treasure, you must speak the password.
Password?
The password.
The clues?
Oh, I know. The password is monkey.
Yes, good. Okay, so now tell me, what is the meaning of life?
What?
I would have loved it if there was a response here that was 42, but maybe that was just a bit cliche in name. But yes, so, what the hell? You guys might have noticed in this room as well, there's a giant hole here now? What's going on there? But so, random voice talking to us. What is the meaning of life? To bring the calm, that was the meaning of our life for a while, but I guess the idea of this game is that there's more to life than that. Or even the last game, it was pretty much that. To hunt spheres, that's what we're doing now. Again, monkeys? To marry a Hypello, or is that you, Isaru? Marry a Hypello. So, if you want a garment grid, if you want a little bit of bonus stuff, you want to go with is that you, Isaru? Apparently in the original Japanese release, the correct option was the second one, which would be to hunt spheres. Now, I don't know if in the original Japanese release, the actual responses were shuffled too, though, or what? But yeah, it's is that you, Isaru?
Isaru?
Hey, that sort of does sound like Isaru.
Is that your final answer?
The jig is up! Show yourself, Isaru!
Fine.
What are you doing?
My job. I bring excitement to those who've come to see this sacred place. I too once traveled with the hope of seeing this place someday. Working here somehow fulfills that wish.
I see.
Makes sense.
I must apologize for the quiz. Here's something for your trouble.
Oh, there we go. You scored the Heart Reborn garment grid.
Okay, thanks for coming.
Wait, is that the
And
treasure?
remember, the ruins of Zanarkand will be waiting.
Alright, well, I guess they're just going to continue doing their thing. We said we didn't have a problem with it. Now remember, if you're doing this the first time...
X-summoners come in all flavors.
Apparently so.
We done here?
The sphere oscillo finder picked up a signal. There should still be a sphere nearby.
Oh.
That's true.
Right.
Okay, let's try this again.
Yeah, so now what? I would have thought we'd get the sphere from that, right? What is with this hole? If you hold circle, you cannot jump down there. Look at it. Kind of the weird faded edge around it. This is a massive drop. Like, what is even under this thing here? It's all so surreal and weird. So yeah, just to clarify as well, if you're doing this the first time through, it may be a little bit late for me to mention, but you want to say to Sid that you do have a problem. Okay, we're just watching the world go to chaos right now. So we're going to come down this staircase here, which if you remember before would load us back into the area, but a bit weird. Well, this time... there appears to be some kind of a dungeon.